Hello. Today I want to talk about success mindset. What it is and what you can do if you're finding that you are not very successful in life. So, you may be an entrepreneur, you may be working in the corporate world, and you may have hit a glass ceiling in terms of your professional growth. It doesn't matter. What essentially matters is that where did you think you would be as of now and where are you currently? That gap between where you think you should be and where you actually are is your expectation of where you should have been. And that is the gap that gives you the sense that you are not successful. So why does this happen? Well, success is definitely a mindset game. And the mindset game is directly correlated to the degree of pain we are willing to take in our life. What I will say flat out is that if you are not willing to take a higher degree of pain, then your success is going to be limited by the degree of pain you are willing to take, and also by the degree of comfort that you are addicted to. So let that just drop in for a minute, okay? Most of us are not successful because we have a desire to be comfortable in life, to not have pain in our lives. And the more pain we are willing to take, the more our mind actually grows, we evolve, and therefore we are actually more successful. What does this pain look like? When I say pain in this context, I'm literally talking about what is the price you are willing to pay for your success. So, for example, if you are wanting to start your own business as an entrepreneur, if you expect that you're going to come back home at 5 o'clock sharp every day and then have a full workout schedule and then also be available to your partner or to your fiancé or your the person you're married to 100%, then entrepreneurship would not be right for you. It also would mean that you do not want to be an entrepreneur as much as you want the other things in your life, that degree of comfort that you want in your life. So the first thing you're going to have to do is to get very clear on what success means to you. Go through all the 7 dimensions of life and define with clarity what you mean by success in every dimension of life. Once you have that, the next thing you have to ask yourself very honestly is, what are you willing to do in order to be successful in the way that you have defined? And where are your mindset blocks to being successful? Now, when you do this exercise properly, you will find that your mindset is actually what is the limiting factor. So if you want to grow your business to, let's say, 1,000 customers, and you are right now at 20 customers or 10 customers, and you're not having that success, are you willing to invest, for example, in someone who can help you change the limited mindset? That is an example of what you can do. Are you willing to cut your expenses? That's another example of what you can do. And are you willing to take the cash flow that results from that cut expenses to put it either back in your business, to grow your business in the form of maybe marketing or advertising, or investing in a coach of sorts, or whatever it takes to change your mindset? Now, if you're not willing to do any of that, then you're going to plateau at where you are, whether that's 10 customers or 5 customers or 0 customers. That's where you're going to be. Now, when you make a decision that you want to be successful, the universe is going to test you. It's going to ask you, it's going to send pain your way, and it's going to ask you, are you willing to take this level of pain? When you say, no, I can't take this level of pain, and you back away and don't factor in the mindset within which you're operating, then the success you're going to experience is going to be limited because you are more concerned about operating in your comfort zone than in your zone of growth. Maximum growth is going to occur on the border of support and challenge. Okay, so we don't want to go challenge ourselves so much that we completely drown in pain, but we want to start pushing the boundaries of our comfort zone and start to experience challenge in our lives. Now, the more we start to do this, the more we can start to increase our tolerance for pain. When we can increase our tolerance for pain, we can start to become more successful in the areas that we were not previously successful in our lives. So let me give you an example of this. I work with a lot of clients who are ambitious entrepreneurs. Some of them want to have a multi-country or online or offline business. They're not going to be able to accomplish this if they're addicted to staying in the house that they live in right now. They're going to have to find creative ways to start to make travel a priority. Okay? For example, I travel a lot. One for pleasure, but the other part of it is because I have a multi-country brand. I have an international brand that I have for my company. So nothing in life is going to come to you without a cost. Okay? So you have to decide what your price is. What are you willing to do? Okay? How much are you willing to take on? If you really, really want it, then you're going to be willing to take it on fully. So the next thing you have to look at, honestly, is your sense of purpose strong enough that you will actually take the pain related to that purpose? Because I guarantee you one thing, if your sense of purpose is really, really strong, no matter what your purpose is, there's no judgment around your purpose being, I want to raise a kid versus I want to be a multinational brand. But if your sense of purpose is very strong, then you're going to be naturally inspired to take more pain in order to realize your purpose. So if I wanted to be a mother, I would be willing to take a lot of pain, put up with sleepless nights, okay, going to hospitals perhaps, taking care of the children. I would be willing to take all of that pain. Now, if I want to be a very successful businesswoman, I have to be willing to burn the midnight hour when it comes to creating a multinational brand. I have to be willing to be in an airplane for many times in the year, okay? Perhaps even a lot of time. And if I'm not willing to do that, then I'm addicted to some support and comfort in my life, and my sense of purpose is not really strong enough for me to want that. And if I don't want that, I'm not going to do it. Human beings want to satisfy their needs. So if you're not clear on your purpose, then the first thing you want to be and do is get authentic with yourself. Stop the dialogue of I want this and I want that without really getting authentic with yourself and asking yourself the question, what are you willing to do to have that in your life? Because if you are not willing to do much to have that in your life, it's not going to come. There's no such thing as close your eyes and you're going to just manifest it. Okay? The universe will assist you by setting up signposts for you to see where you're going. There'll be beacons and light for you to see where your path is. But you're going to have to also be willing to work with the universe. You have to be flexible to change your plans and still keep on track. You have to stay on your journey, on your path without giving up. And that won't be easy a lot of times. In my own case, I love playing with my dog, but some days when I'm working with clients, I can't pay attention to her. Some days I can't pay attention to my own physical fitness, even though I want to be physically fit and take care of my health. So I have to find ways, creative ways to make it easier for myself, or I have to be willing to take higher degrees of pain. And it's only then that I can truly be tested, because the universe is going to test me to see if I'm willing to do what it takes to get there. And if I'm not, then it's a no-go. It's not happening. So then, if you're having the dialogue of self-criticism and saying to yourself, I'm not successful, I'm not good at anything, then you need to look at that and work that out within yourself. Success is going to be related to the level of pain, and the greater the degree of pain that you're willing to take on, the higher levels of success you're going to reach in your life, whether that's a relationship, whether that is a business that you have always wanted, whether that is having children in your life, whatever you define success as. And start to take stock of where you are in your life. Start to look at your life in a very honest and open way to see if you are where you want to be or if you're far away from it. Or are you just kind of hanging on in the border and not pushing the boundaries? Look at that and then make decisions that are going to match what you want in life. In that process, you're going to disappoint people. You're going to gain other people's disapproval, okay? Ultimately, though, you're going to have to look at it and go, who do I have to live with? Is that myself? Will I be okay if I didn't have this? And if my life were to come to an end tomorrow, would I be okay to have given up on this? That is the million-dollar question you're going to ask to see how strong your sense of purpose is. And if the answer is no, you owe it to yourself to really step up and change your mindset around how you're operating so that you take on your success with full knowledge of where you're going in your life. Have a good day.